Today we have a question from a subscriber, Snip12. I'm just gonna call you Snip if that's okay. And it goes something like this. I bought a Sync Mill home gym and started my workout journey 3 days ago. Congratulations. I am 235 pounds, 5 foot 9 inches, and ready to not only lose weight but build mass. All right, the question is, how many of these different exercises should I be doing? If you don't know, I have other videos where I do workouts on either this Mochi gym, and then I have a Smith machine there. And I'm guessing the Sync Mill is similar to this gym. For your first question, I would say if you are trying to lose weight and build mass, definitely doing a full body workout daily is preferable, especially if it's your first time working out. You're going to get a lot of stimulus from doing pretty much anything you want to do. So for like the first 4 months, you can do full body every day, targeting each muscle at least once a day, not high volume. That way you can still recover and focus a lot of your efforts on your cardio. Now you need to, I would say, have a number in mind for the amount of weight you want to lose. And once you reach that number, you want to switch your program over to start building more mass by adding more weight to your workouts. Because generally, if you are lifting heavier weights, you won't be able to do a lot of cardio for as long. Or if you do both, you won't really get the gains that you want to get when you are doing the heavy cardio training plus trying to weight lift at the same time. Definitely, if you can split it up too, after your initial 3 or 4 months, once you lose that weight, that'd be preferable. But if you still want to keep it the same, it's perfectly fine and nothing is wrong with that. Second question here, how long should I work out daily? My first 3 days I have done 2.5 hours. Whoa, that's a long time. And I'm okay with spending multiple hours working out if it's that beneficial for me. So going back to your first question, if you're going to spend 2.5 hours working out, I would dedicate a majority of that time to your cardio training, maybe 45 minutes, and then the rest would be your strength training. The thing is this, right? If you're gonna spend an hour working out, you wanna be able to choose exercises that are beneficial for you. Now, as a beginner, you probably don't have a lot of skill in the exercises that you do select. So keeping the number of exercises to a minimum will allow you to really get the most benefit and actually learn how to properly move your body and learn that exercise. And once you get to the point where the exercise is no longer producing the results you want it to produce, then you can think about either switching that exercise for another variation or just switching the order in which you do the exercise. One thing I want to add, if you have the chance to do it, which might be beneficial for you, is splitting up your training sessions into a morning and afternoon. The morning would be primarily for your cardio and core training, you know, your abs and stuff like that, functional movements. That way you are doing cardio and functional movements on an empty stomach, which is faster cardio. That way you have the chance to lose a little bit more weight than doing it later in the day. And you can then dedicate your afternoon to strictly weightlifting. That's what I've done in the past. I see a lot of people do that and it's worked tremendously for them. So consider that if you have the availability to do it. And if not, doing it all at once in the afternoon, it's fine. Just note that you might have to think about how you schedule your food and how often you eat throughout the day to be able to compensate for the amount of work you'll be doing in the afternoon for your workout and your cardio. Okay. And the last question here is, what's a realistic goal I should strive for 1 year from now, results-wise? So this is a really tough question because it's hard to measure how much muscle you've built. Now, your initial comment was to lose weight and build mass. And when I think of mass, I'm thinking of both muscle and fat, since that is what mass is. It's weight, right? And so around 10 pounds is what I would expect a beginner if you are consistent with your progress. And then obviously you're going to be losing some fat too because you want to drop down your weight to a certain number. I would start with a baseline, your weight, measure that right over the year. How strong you are. A good indicator that's also safe is by performing 10 sets of 10 reps of a particular exercise. Usually I tend to do squats, deadlift, bend over rows, bench presses, push-ups, right, pull-ups, okay? All great exercises. And over 3, 6, 9 months, 12, whatever, you can see how strong you have gotten in that time period, and then look back at when you first started and kind of get a good feeling of how strong you got. And then look in the mirror too, right? See how capped out your shoulders are, how defined your legs are. Maybe your waist got smaller. Stuff like that is good. But to say that you want to gain 20 pounds of muscle in a year, kind of unrealistic unless you're on something. So as realistic as I can be, I would say expect 10 pounds of muscle, right? And then try to implement things into your life that makes it easy for you to work out and stay at that weight, because chances are, I'm thinking, right, you're probably on a diet plan, but once that diet plan is over, what are you going to do next? Do you want to just go back to what you were eating before? Which is why it's better to implement things slowly that you're going to enjoy, and that's going to help you maintain that weight. And the same thing with your exercises, right? You might be able to do 2 hours now, but something tells me over time, like myself, you may not have the opportunity to do 2 hours of workout. So if you can try to minimize the exercises that you are doing to just a handful that are very effective for you and your muscles, it'll save you so much time, and you will be so much better off with those exercises. Like for me, when I do legs, I want to do like 3 or 4 exercises, and I'm done in about 45 minutes, and I'm feeling great. So try that and keep your weight low. Don't go too heavy since you are working out alone, and I don't want you to get hurt. But thanks for the questions, man. I enjoyed answering them, and I hope to see you in the comment sections, and have a good day.